India's financial market structure just received one of its strongest signals this quarter, poised for a major shakeup. The National Stock Exchange, or NSE, is finally gearing up for its initial public offering, or IPO, after a decade-long wait. This isn't just another listing, it's a structural shift that could fundamentally rewrite the landscape for existing exchange players and redefine capital flow dynamics for years. Here's why this matters so profoundly. Sources say the NSE IPO could get SEBI approval by next month, with a September launch for marketing, targeting a massive $3 billion offering. Jefferies believes this exchange stands out globally, citing its diversification and growth potential. But that is only part of the story. The market appears to be pricing in the competitive threat already. BSE and MCX shares have fallen significantly, with Jefferies noting NSE's listing threatens their market positions due to its diversified business model. This isn't just a valuation reassessment, it's a strategic re-evaluation of market share and future growth trajectories for these established players. Beyond the exchange dynamics, India is aiming to make it easier to short by nearly doubling stocks eligible for borrowing. This move could significantly increase market liquidity and price discovery, changing how institutional money managers approach risk and opportunity in the Indian equity landscape. That leads us to a bigger question. Who benefits from this shifting capital environment? Companies like RITES are showing strong structural momentum. They just soared 9% after bagging a $36 million locomotive supply order from South Africa, a clear signal of global demand recovery and India's growing role in critical infrastructure exports. This is a policy tailwind in action. But not all domestic stories are soaring uniformly. Defense stocks like Paras Defense and IdeaForge have slid up to 5%, even as a small-cap aerospace stock, Aegis, could soar up to 91% according to Nuvama. This highlights a selective market, where capital flows are highly targeted, demanding granular analysis from investors. The broader Indian market just snapped a 4-day winning streak, with profit booking pushing the Sensex down 500 points from its day's high. This suggests some valuation reassessment after an extended rally. However, Info Edge shares surged 11% on strong Q1 FY27 billings, and the Nifty India Internet Index soared 2.45%, indicating continued strength in newish digital plays. Investors are now watching these divergences closely. Now, look at what happened globally. While India navigates these domestic shifts, the global IPO market is seeing a rebound, largely thanks to SPACEX. Major banks are issuing quite bullish ratings, calling it the apex of civilizational ambition, and predicting Nasdaq 100 entry will fuel its next rally. This is a significant liquidity shift, drawing capital towards transformative tech. But even this enthusiasm is selective. The chip sector has faced significant volatility. Samsung's shares crashed 10% despite forecasting a massive 19x jump in profit, sparking a broader chipmaker sell-off in Japan and elsewhere. This indicates extreme demand recovery expectations are already baked in. Traders are betting on an Nvidia rally, but the overall sector is in a period of intense risk repricing, highlighting the precarious balance in AI-driven growth narratives. Beyond tech, the oil market remains a critical variable for global inflation. It has weathered initial Iran war shocks, but reserve depletion raises future price risks, especially as the US revokes Iran's sales waivers. Meanwhile, Asian refiners are strategically turning to cheaper Gulf oil, indicating a structural shift in procurement. This push and pull continues to create uncertainty for broader commodity prices. Central banks are grappling with persistent inflation risks. ECB's Schnabel warns Eurozone inflation risks persist despite oil price retreats, signaling tight liquidity conditions will remain. At the same time, Major tech companies like Amazon are raising substantial debt, which, while indicating strong capital, also means more debt flooding the market, absorbing liquidity and potentially influencing yield pressure globally. So, with these structural shifts in mind, what's on breakout watch? REITs remains a strong candidate after bagging that significant locomotive order. This signals robust demand recovery and strong earnings visibility in the infrastructure sector. Info Edge also shows compelling structural momentum as the Indian internet story continues to unfold, driven by rising digital adoption. Conversely, for trim consideration, BSE and MCX enter our radar. With the impending NSE IPO, their valuations appear elevated against the backdrop of potential competitive pressures and market share shifts. While established, the entry of a formidable new player could intensify yield pressure on their existing business models, warranting a cautious approach. The forward-looking market setup suggests a period of selective capital rotation. Indian domestic demand, driven by infrastructure and digital growth, remains robust in pockets. However, global tech navigates intense competition and elevated AI expectations, while geopolitical risks continue to influence commodity prices. The market appears to be pricing in a nuanced story, rewarding fundamentals and punishing unsustainable growth narratives. The structural shifts we've discussed today, from India's changing financial market landscape to global tech's selective re-rating and the complex commodity picture, will define investor returns in the months ahead. To stay ahead of these structural capital rotations, make sure to subscribe to SR Money News. We'll see you in the next breakdown.